Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're doing a quick, simple install / upgrade to the BH150 Backhoe. I'm sure if you've already seen the thumbnail, you kind of have an idea what it is, but I'm gonna show you how quick and easy these are to install on these machines, and then we'll have a little discussion of why I think you may or may not want to add these to your backhoe. So hang in there. All right, the install that we're doing is these rubber shoes for the backhoe. They are just a rubber laminated pad pressed together. It's got carriage bolts on the top with some locking nuts. Each outrigger requires two, just the way these are designed. Let's go ahead and get these put in and see how they look. Now you can see on these outrigger pads, there's two bolts here and two bolts out here on this outside. The way this is designed, a rubber pad is going to fit in between the C-channel on each side of this. So let's get these installed real quick. It's not hard. You've got your pad, take your locking nuts off. It really doesn't matter which direction, if you put them on this way or this way. There's that. There's your pads. Just line them up in there, get the nuts put back on. I'm sure these have a torque spec. I don't know what that is, but they do have a locking nylon nut. Just get it tight and you shouldn't have any issues with it. Okay, and you guys know me. I don't plan on taking these things off really ever, but I am gonna go ahead and put just a little bit of anti-seize on the threads of these bolts. Now these are a 14 millimeter. You could also get away with a 9/16, so that's pretty much about the same size, but let's get these put on. Okay, install's easy as that. I'm gonna go ahead and take the other ones, put a little anti-seize on the threads. We'll get those installed. Just repeat what you did here 3 more times and the install's done. Okay, what I run into just a second ago, I don't think I'm gonna have that same issue on these shoes, but there was a little more gap on one of those shoes on the other side that was allowing that carriage bolt to get pushed down enough where the square head wasn't fitting in the slot. So I ended up having to flip the shoe over, let that carriage bolt fall down and get it tightened up. But these other two shoes don't look like I'm able to push them down far enough for that to be an issue. But if it is an issue, turn the shoe upside down, let the carriage bolt fall down into the slot and you'll be fine. All right guys, the install was honestly that simple. You could speed up quite a bit by using a little impact or whatever if you wanted to. So why would you want rubber shoes on your outriggers on your backhoe? Well, main reasons are gonna be if you're gonna have this machine up close to sidewalks or on asphalt or anything like that, if you leave the regular steel pad on the outrigger, you're gonna gouge into the asphalt and scratch up the concrete pretty bad. That's what the shoes are for. They just put a little bit of cushion in there, but that's the main reason to have rubber shoes on your backhoe. Now grip wise, steel is gonna slide a lot more on concrete versus a rubber laminated pad like this. This is gonna get fairly decent grip and it's not gonna mar anything up. Okay, now this isn't really a deciding factor on any of this either, but adding these shoes did give me about 2 more inches of potential lift capacity out of these outriggers. Again, not really a deciding factor, just something I really was unaware of till I installed these. And I guess reasons that you wouldn't want rubber shoes on your outriggers would be if you're in the dirt all the time and you're not gonna be around any asphalt or concrete or anything like that, and you don't have to worry about scratching anything up. For the most part, this machine's gonna be just out in the dirt, not really on any of that. There is some occasions that I could see being up on some sidewalks or close to sidewalks or maybe digging out by the road, by the water line or anything like that. I wanted to be able to not scratch up the county roads or sidewalks or anything like that, because the county does get a little irritated whenever you take your dozer or any other sort of heavy equipment with metal pads and drive across the county roads, because it does make gouge marks right across of it. Don't ask me how I know that though. Now another reason that you may or may not want these, I don't really know in the dirt how much, if one has more grip than the other, because the metal shoes by themselves, you know, they've got several different gaps that they could stick down in the mud, and maybe that'll hold you better than these. I don't know, maybe the rubber pads will sink in enough where it's really going to be a non-factor. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I've got a lot more content and things we're going to be doing with the backhoe and with the tractor, so keep an eye out for upcoming videos on this machine. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, give the video a thumbs up, consider subscribing to the channel. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks.